Hello, my name is Raymond Akuaku from the Gaa-UK chapter. I'm also a member of the 1988 year group and currently the second vice president of GAA Global. On behalf of the UK chapter and Global GAA, I am extremely grateful to introduce to you the new Gsts tower clock. To give you a little background, GAA UK have been talking about this project for many years now because we know that the clock and bell system will enhance effective time management for the students. Clock towers are symbolic, they are iconic, they are heritage sites. The school is privileged to have one, but it did not speak well of a science and technical institution to have such an iconic piece of engineering remaining silent or defective for so many years. So GAA UK decided, they will put that right. The first question that we had to answer is whether we wanted to restore or to replace the clock. We had some pictures taken and realized that the clock was made by the Synchronon Company Limited in Alperton, Middlesex in the UK. Unfortunately, our research showed that that company was no longer in existence. And crucially, we also realized that the whole system was obsolete. So we quickly decided that instead of restoring, we'll rather replace it with a new system. The clock, the key components of the clock is that it has got a master clock and then a synchronizer or a controller. This controller is connected to slave clocks, or some call it repeaters. The 4 clocks on the tower are just repeaters, or they are also connected to a bell system. In the old system, that master clock, the key component of the clock system, was a mechanical, high precision pendulum clock that could be precise to within 2 seconds for every week that it was running. In fact, the model that we had was one of the 3 most accurate models of its time in the 1950s. So the pendulum clock is connected to a controller, and the controller synchronizes its time with the clocks that are on the tower. Today, we have replaced that system with a new clock. We are now up to speed with modern technology. The pendulum clock has been replaced with an electric and electronic or digital master clock and a bell system, which derives its time by synchronizing frequently with GPS. GPS is a global positioning system. GPS signals are based on over 300 satellites in space, each carrying an atomic clock and beaming time signals to Earth. You don't need an internet connection to really connect. All you need is an antenna and a receiver, a GPS receiver, and that's it. GPS times are, very accurate. They are accurate as being close to 1 of a billionth of a second. They are very, very accurate. So the system that we have in terms of time is very, very accurate. This timekeeper, this box that we have, synchronizes its time with the 4 clocks that is on the tower. There are other exciting features of the system that we've got. We've got a digital, so it's not a bell, but it's a digital bell in the form of recorded MP3 files. And these files are loaded with the standard Westminster chimes. So they would sound on the hour. We've also got melodies for 15 minutes and also the half-hour mark. But all these can be turned on and off. And we also have a night setting, night silent mode, which when switched on, turns all the chimes off between the hours of 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. in the morning. The good thing about MP3 files, that these files, is that we can change the content. So instead of Westminster, if you get tired of them, we can replace them with, for instance, a talking drum. Another exciting thing about the feature about the project is that it is powered by an off-grid solar generator. GAA is in the business of becoming green and being sustainable or sourcing environmentally friendly energy sources. So we are very proud to incorporate this feature in the project. In concluding, I'll say we've moved on from the old technology to the new GPS timekeeping machine. Clock towers have the symbol of precision, progress. It helps maintain or manage time, and it also gives us a good measure of the passage of time. So we hope that students will take this clock as their companion and give it a nickname. But mainly, as they see and hear the sound coming from the tower, the main message must not be forgotten. The main message behind these four faces of the clock remains that you need to use your time wisely.
So as you have given, and to you we give back blessings for us, O Lord, blessings for us, O Lord. So as you have given, and to you we give.
I'm Giant Julius Ben Esari Nkrumah, completed in 1986. I was in Kennedy House, mechanical technician, and I'm in charge of this tower clock installation. Basically, I'm the project manager for this tower clock installation. And we are now in the tower, and this is where it all began. You can see behind me the tower clock faces, and these are the clock motors with the lights attached. This is the tower. The entrance is from inside through the ladder to this platform. And this is where it all began. This is where we took out the old clock faces from here. From day one, that was on the 2nd of December 2021. That was when we started everything. And then on the 12th of December, which was a Sunday, that was when we took out the first clock face. That's the old clock. And then we started dismantling them one at a time. It was a risky job, but we were up to the task. Because this is for Mother Tesco, and nothing can draw us back. As a giant and as a Subruku, that is how we christened ourselves. That's 1986. We have to live up to the task. MENTE MANU. That is what we stand for. And we never retreat from anything. So Giants, where we are, I know most of you have never been here. Maybe one day you will love to be here. But this is it. This is where the tower clock is. The clock motors, the clock faces. This is where they are housed. Thank you.
When the Gaa-Uk branch approached me and requested for my assistance in the installation of the tower clock, I did not decline, because it was a time to bring back the heartbeat of Mother Tesco. I interacted with them and decided to plan for this project. They sent the clock faces, the clock hands, and all other accessories that will be needed for the installation. It passed through Giant Asthma in Accra, and then it ended up in Takra. So, after taking out the old clock faces, we cleaned the surfaces and also drilled the holes. It's supposed to be precision work. So, on the ground, we drilled the holes, we marked out the holes in the perspex and drilled them on the ground. When we were ready, we sent them up. One by one, we decided to fix the clock faces. One by one, we fixed the clock faces. Throughout the whole of Christmas, on the 24th, on the 25th, on the 26th, 27th, we were up there on the tower because we just couldn't rest on our horse. We decided to complete this job before the end of the year. This clock has been designed to work both on electric power, that is from the ECG, and also using the solar power. The lights in the clock was timed to switch on at 6 p.m. and go off at 6 a.m. So all of us decided to wait till 6 p.m. and to see whether the light will come on or not. At 6 p.m., there was a glow. The lights were on, signifying 100% project. That was the day. That was the day that we realized that all this work from December up to the 3rd of April has matured. It was the end of the project. We needed to sharpen the rough edges, but the clock was ticking. You could see it ticking. You could hear it chime on the hour and 30 minutes after. It was a beautiful sight. The heartbeat of Mother Tesco has been restored. Students passing by were looking at it. Tutors were looking at it because they realized that there's been a change on campus. That was the spirit of Gsts. The UK branch of GAA have managed to restore this tower clock. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Giant Frank Akoto. 71, 73 branch, and I'm the president of the GAA UK chapter. At long last, I can say that the quest to restore the school tower clock is over, and we have been successful. I'm here to thank all those involved in this task, which has been outstanding for the past 50 plus years. Fortunately, I was here when the clock stopped ticking, and I was one of the supporters to restore this clock. So today has been a happy day for me, and we thank God that this has come into fruition. Now,
we couldn't have done without the support of various chapters and various giants, and also various people who are not giants as well. So I would like to thank the following people. First of all, the headmaster who agreed for us to take on this project, the GA Global Executive Team, whose support has been very never failing. You know, they have always been there for us. And Gaa-Uk members whose contributions have also led to the installation of this new clock. Now we have some visitors. Now we've had some people who have not been directly involved but been working in the background. I've met quite a few of them, and I really appreciate the job that they've done. Giant Asma, who was the project manager, and his team, we can't thank you enough. And Giant Nkrumah and his team, we are also very grateful. Now, having mentioned all these people's names, I would like also to commend the coordinator-in-chief and the master planner, Giant Raymond Ekwoko, the second vice president of GA Global. He was the one who put all these things into place. He was coordinating various chapters and various teams to carry out the work. And we also thank you so very much. And I think if I've left anyone out of the list, please forgive me, because it's been a long day. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Arise, O giants of Tesco, your knowledge found springs forth. Our minds and hands we will engage to design and to create. Tesco, our alma mater, your light still shines so bright. We'll make our country greater with MENTE MANU.